Self-study, how important it is. Now we have a simple example to help you understand. We have three trains here. Consider those analogous to three children who are studying. There could be one child who could be very quick at learning. There could be another child who is moderately quick at learning. And there could be a third child who actually requires a lot of effort to learn. So, what we are trying to understand is that these three children that are there have different pace of learning. Now, once you are doing a self study, you can move on your own pace. Let's say the first child has a capability to cover four different topics in a week. Okay, there could be another child who could cover two topics in a week, or there could be a third child who would study it in depth, understand it, read it again and again, and would be able to cover, let's say, only one topic a week. Now, all of these are fine. But what happens once you enter into a system which is being dominated or governed by others? Let's say you enter into a coaching institute, they would move with a most normal pace. So that would be covering the students who are mediocre. The students who are not able to cope up will not be able to cope up there as well. And the students who can do it well do not require it. So the idea here is, once you are self studying, you are focusing first of all on quality, you are self paced, you are self motivated. Also, there is a repeatable customizable experience. Let's say you try out certain thing and that does not make the things helpful or learning helpful, so you understand that this is not my cup of tea and you move on to a next method, you adopt a next method for learning. And that can happen only and only when you are self guided, self governed. Also, self study helps you to learn without any kind of constraints, create a self discipline, and this discipline helps to boost self esteem. So ultimately, if you are appearing for a job, if you are appearing for any sort of interview, this would be beneficial because your self esteem would be much more higher as you are less dependent on others, and also it brings in a sense of responsibility. So let's say we have a child here, he enters into a scenario where he has been guided by others, so he is too happy about it. He feels that once he has entered into a system where he would be guided, let's say a coaching institute where he would be given ample of information, he is all set to try. But soon he realized that some of his students and some of his colleagues are doing very well. He is not able to do so well, and as a result, he turns out to be, he loses confidence, and just all the kind of interest that he had for the branch, for the subject, gets lost. So that should not happen. To develop or to be successful with self study, there are certain rules. Firstly, develop a good sitting habit, take regular breaks, be consistent, do not take break of many days. That is one of the major faults that most of the students do, because with the coaching institutes they are guided with the syllabus on a constant basis, but when you are self studying, let's say you have a family event or you have certain guests visiting you, you take a break of 4 or 5 days and then after that you have to start afresh. So that should not happen. It should be consistent. You, it gives you, self study gives you a power to develop interest and also deal with the problems that you are basically faced with. However, there are certain drawbacks that we need to be very, very careful about. The first is there is lot of trial and error. When you are doing self-study, as I said, you will try something, you will feel this does not work, you will move to a next event and so on. But the sole idea here is, be it trial and error method, give it a time. If you have your examination at a far off distance, but if the examination is very very close and you are now starting to self study after, let's say, spending 10 weeks with an institution or 10 months with an institution, then You do not have ample time for trial and error. You would have to follow the methodology that you have been informed. Also, try when you are basically self studying, there is problem with self doubts and clarification. So sometimes you are struck with clarification. You do not know whether the approach you are taking is right or not, this approach would help you succeed or not. So that makes self study a bit challenging. But however, the most important thing that we develop here is we broaden thinking. We develop our own perspective, our own weaknesses and strengths are assessed. Also, it is much more fun than a teaching process because you are involved in it and you are actively making efforts to understand the concept, to learn something, and therefore you are always innovative. You try to understand either through mnemonics, you try to develop associative memory, you make your own study material, you create your own notes, and those are some of the ways that actually help you survive the most difficult period that is there. It, as we said, ultimately it gives you self confidence and boosts your self esteem, which is very very important for your future, whether you are looking for a job, whether you are appearing for an interview. These are some of the things that are very very crucial and essential there.